Hello everyone, and welcome to my tutorial on recording voiceover part 1. This is using a program called Audacity and a microphone either built into your computer or hooked up to your computer to then import into your video project. So for the purposes of this tutorial, you will need the program called Audacity. You can get that from audacity.sourceforge.net. Download the appropriate version for your operating system. I am running Windows, so I would be getting the Audacity 2.05 installer. And then go ahead and get that installed. Once it is installed, go ahead and run it. So I'm going to run it from my start menu over here. So we are going to be setting it up to record our audio. I'm going to tell it to record my webcam audio so we can test this and you can see it picking up my voice. Now, there's a couple things you want to kind of look at and make sure are set right for your setup. Down here, project rate should be 44/100 Hz by default. If not, make sure it's set to that. That's just kind of the standard for video. Make sure everything is compatible and working appropriately. And then up here in your audio device, you're going to select your appropriate microphone. For me, this is my Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920, so I know that's the right one I want. I also have my headset microphone available, my formal recording microphone available, or I can set it to the default what Windows has it set to. But for being safe, you want to have it set to the microphone you know you want to record. And then over here for your output, that one you can leave on the default sound mapper, or you can tell it a specific audio device to route it to. It honestly doesn't make much of a difference. I'm just going to leave it on default. And then pretty much you're ready to record. So we're just going to record a sample of voiceover. Why hello, this is a voiceover. I am voiceovering for my video. This is a voiceover. Voiceover 1 2 3 1 2 3 test. Once you're done recording, hit stop. You will see that you have some blank space before you start recording. And maybe if you said something you didn't specifically want to say, or if you say like this part was a mistake, or I said too many times, with the cursor default set here, all you have to do is click and drag over the audio you want to delete, which includes blank spaces. So we're going to cut off the beginning part here. So just click and drag and it'll highlight it, kind of like you would select text in a word editor, and then hit the delete key. Not the backspace key, but the delete key. And then let's say we want to cut out that bit, because I don't think I say anything important.
Test.
No, I say test. So let's say we want to cut that out. Hit delete there as well. Now we have our audio file ready to go and be exported and imported into our video project. Go to File, Export. And we're going to find the folder we want to export it to. So we're going to go over to my tutorial folder here and just name it Voiceover. .wav. Make sure it stays in uncompressed wave. That's the highest quality format for importing into your video. Hit save. Just go ahead and hit OK for that. And you're good to go. It depending on how long your voiceover is, it may pop up, a specific, like a loading window, but for the purposes of that, it did not. I would recommend recording your separate, like if you have an intro voiceover, a transitionary voiceover, and then an outro voiceover, I would recommend recording those as separate files. That way you can manipulate them a bit easier, moving separately from each other. Once that, you're ready to import it into your video project. Now that we have our voiceover recorded in Audacity, which is this Horizon Voiceover 1.wav file, we can import it into our video project. I'm going to use the video project that I started on for my basic Premiere Elements tutorial, and we're going to work from there, because you should already have some sort of video project up and running. If you need to know how to use Premiere Elements and create a basic video project, see my previous tutorial. Now I'm going to go ahead and drag from Windows Explorer here, or Finder or whatever, my Horizon Voiceover 1.wav into my project assets. Now for this voiceover, we are going to have some B-roll that I am talking over. So I'm going to find some more footage from our original footage folder. So I'm going to go to, open a new window. We're going to go to where that video was saved. I'll find some random video here. Is that what we want to show? That can be part of it. So we're going to use that clip, drag it into our project assets. And let's get one more. That is not a clip. Let's get one more here. Yeah. Not very interesting, just kind of showing an office, but helps us prove our point. Also, that phone right there has a Batman sticker on it. That is awesome, especially if that's in the police office. Alright, drag that in there as well. So I'm not going to go over too much again of the workings of Premiere Elements, but I will show you if you just drag with your cursor in the timeline, creates a selector box, kind of like it does in Windows Explorer, and you can select multiple clips at once. I'm going to select these 2 interview clips and drag them way over here so they're not getting cut off by anything while I work with the B-roll. I'm going to drag this clip, first clip of B-roll, up here into video 2, and I'm doing so in video 2 because that is where the audio is muted, so it does not pick up any of the audio to go over top my voiceover. Again, if you're doing a clip of something specific like a performance or anything like that, you do not, you would want a little bit of natural sound, and I will go over balancing that in a future tutorial. We're going to wait till it zooms out a little bit and then use the scissors and get rid of that clip. And then we're going to actually go ahead and drag on our voiceover clip so we can see how long it is to see how much B-roll we will need. Looks like it's about 8 seconds. We're going to drag it to the narration track. That of course is specified for voiceover. And we see just how long we need. We've used up about half of it, so hopefully this last clip, yeah, we're going to have enough. And then in order to just simply shrink the length of a clip, instead of using the scissors, you can use this end icon right here, click it, and drag inward. And then we have 2 different clips of B-roll over top the narration. And then if we click the space, or if we select these 2 clips and drag them back to line up with the end of the voiceover, then we can play our entire video now, which is now 25-ish seconds long.
What I do is I go around.
We have an interview, B-roll of the interview.
Like little projects throughout the week that I'll be working on.
Now if I start talking,
And we have our voiceover track, and our voice is playing over top the B-roll, and that makes for good transitions, introductions, etc. So that it makes for good introductions and transitions and ending. That way you can kind of progress the story along and do your own narrating. Works pretty well. And that is how you do a voiceover and implement it into your video project using Audacity and a microphone. In the next tutorial, I will be covering how to do so if you don't have a microphone by using the camera's microphone and then cutting the video off of the audio. And we'll be covering that in the next tutorial. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hope this was helpful. As always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Be sure to leave me a comment asking if you have any questions and what tutorial you would like me to cover next. I will try to get to them as soon as possible, as long as I know somebody actually wants me to show them something. Again, thank you for watching. See you next time.
Thanks for watching Epos and Chew. Let's play together. If you enjoyed the video, consider clicking on the screen to subscribe now. To watch another video, click one of the video annotations on the screen above. Links are also provided to our website, Twitter, and Facebook pages. See you next time.